Good morning, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh my god. This thing is constantly popping up and telling me I have had a crash on my computer. I don't care. Truly, honestly, don't care. Just pulling up my Twitch chat. Oh my god, if this thing is gonna pop up every 3 seconds, I'm gonna go crazy. I don't know if that's showing up in the video. Oh my god. Let me check. It's not showing up in the video, I don't think. Oh, it is. Okay, that's great. Anyway, good afternoon, good afternoon, good morning. I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna ignore it. Good morning. Today is Thursday, November 23rd, 2023. It is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I am not thankful for this stupid pop-up thing. I don't even know what application it's referring to. Anyway, I can't do this. I can't do it. Stop. Go away. Please, just go away. I just started my stream and now you're deciding to do this. I'm back in my childhood home, working on building my childhood home. And so in the last episode of doing this series, I did the living room. I built the living room. Am I like completely satisfied with it? No, I'm not. There's like stuff missing, but I can't really think of what, and I can't really think of what I can put in here. Um, I'm trying to think of what would have been on top of this table. I feel like a plant would have been on top of this table. My mom has a plant that she's literally had for over 20 years. She got it at like a baby, not a baby shower, but like at something. I can't even think of what. Um, but she's like kept the plant alive. It kind of looks like this, but bigger. And yeah, she just waters it when it needs to be watered, and it's been kept alive for so long. I don't even know how. Like, it couldn't be me. Could not be me. I would immediately kill this plant. And then the built-in here, it's not really what I want it to be. This is not exactly how the built-in looked, but it's close enough, and that's gonna be well enough for me. We're gonna move on to the kitchen slash dining room slash this whole area. It's including the wow, it's including the hallway here. Um, for the longest, so again, I'm building this kind of in the style that it would have looked when I was a kid. And we had linoleum flooring. And it looked just like this. Just like this. And the times that I've built my house in The Sims 4, which hasn't been many times, is maybe is the second or third time I'm building my house in The Sims 4, I've always used this tiling. I think about 3 or 4 years before my parents moved out of that house, they replaced it with wood flooring. So this whole area, everything down this hallway is all wood now, wood flooring. But before then, it was linoleum. Actually, I think over here was linoleum too. No, that's not right. I can't remember. Maybe it was like fake wood. I think there might have been like fake wood over here. That feels more right, but maybe not that color. Maybe closer to this color. It was a bit more brown than this, but I think this is like the closest we're gonna get. And it was always like peeling up right here. Like you could see the underside of the what's like the fake wood called? I feel like it has a word. I don't know. But basically they just put fake wood slab over here. Anyway, back to the kitchen. So this is where the dining room was. I'm trying to think if I want to do the dining room first. I'll do the kitchen first. It's a much bigger job to do. So in the kitchen, I'll have to find some counters that kind of are close to what we had. I think this might be close to what we had. I could even do it the same color that is in this room here. Yeah, this is the same. The cabinets in my childhood house were more of like an orangey brown, but this is the closest in terms of the how the drawers looked in the counter. Maybe this is more accurate, actually. Yeah, I would say this is probably the most accurate. Because it always had like a drawer and then like two cabinet doors that you could open. So I'll put that here. And then over here as well. That's a little too close though. I think maybe right here would be better. We're gonna have to do some thinking here. Oh, that's not gonna reach. Oh, I guess I can put this here. That makes sense. Wow. So, yeah, I showed my parents the like outside of the house that I built. I was like, "Do you guys recognize this house?" And they were like, "No." That was very humbling that they didn't recognize that I had built their house. Very humbling. Um, actually, no. I was gonna say that I could put like a full countertop here, but I don't think I should. And then when I was growing up, we had a oven cooker thing that looked just like this. Like just like this. We also had like a half wall that went along the side here, but if I wanted to put a half wall here, I would have to put it right here. And that's why I was thinking maybe I could put a full countertop here. But the thing is like this, maybe if I make this more inwards, but then that kind of messes everything up over here. It does make sense. This bathroom is not that big. Oh my God, is the tree inside the roof? No, it's just hanging over. Okay. Probably accurate. Oh, you know what? I was saying before that I couldn't put the garbage closet, but now I can. Oh my God, that solved the problem. Look at that, guys. I'm a problem solver. Oops. That's here. Oh, I thought I selected the box one. Whatever. Anyway. Oh my God, this fixes everything. This looks so much better. And then we had a door that went into like a closet here. And then this is where the trash can was held. This is where the trash can was, and it was also like it had a shelf. This is where we kept like the mop and the broom, and my family always had like a bag full of bags, like you know, like the when you go shopping and you have plastic bags, we would keep them in this closet. This closet was very functional. had many things inside of it. This space here feels too big. How would it look if I did that? Mm, doesn't feel good. Fine, we'll give it a little more space. Let's see here. Okay, now I can put that half wall in, I think. Because we had like a half wall that went alongside the, here. Maybe this height? Yeah, that's like perfect height. Well, actually, maybe a little bit shorter. No, never mind. Actually, go back, go back. Yeah, it's kind of clipping into the oven a little bit. It's fine. I'm trying to think of what else. This space right here feels too big now. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. This needs to be more centered in here. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, cabinets, obviously, cabinets. What are the matching cabinets for this one? Oh, I think these? Yeah. So this cabinet was, why is it going up so high? Am I gonna have to alt place all of these? Oh, you know, it's because they're on platform. It's because of the platform. This cabinet we always had cups inside of. So this was like the cup cabinet. This was the plate and bowl cabinet. And now my sister lives in this house and she has it opposite. So she has cups in this one and plates and bowls in this one. It's very odd to me because I grew up having it one way, you know. There's also like a there's also one here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get. Why are you going up over here? Go over this way. Interesting. That doesn't look good. Well, there's also another cabinet here, but there in this build there's not. And then we had like a corner cabinet. It didn't shut out like this. It went inwards, like it made like an L shape, but you know, we got what we got. And then there's one over here. There's also one above the fridge. And there's one over here. So yeah, I lived in this house my entire childhood, my entire teenagehood. I didn't move out of this house until I was almost, was I 20? I think I was 20. I think I was almost 21. And then we had a pantry right here. It's crazy to me that most people, or I don't know about most people, but a lot of people live only in their like house for. Hey Lily Madison, thank you. I hope you're doing great too. Sorry I didn't see your message until now because I was focused on building. And this is what our fridge looked like. And then we had a microwave here. But like, yeah, okay. So what I was saying was, it's crazy to me that people like only live in their house for a short amount of time. My family, I feel like we lived in our house for forever, because we did. I want to put this here. It wasn't. Crap. I'm gonna have to move this backwards, huh? We're gonna need more space here. You know what? Actually, that might make some more sense because now I can put this cabinet here that I wanted. Yeah, building with platforms can be difficult for this reason. Like things don't want to go where they should be. But now over here feels so small. I feel like we had more space for our dining room, but maybe not. Maybe this is accurate. I don't know. We had a sink right here. Can I bring this window up? That's the real question. It's still like clipping through here. I keep losing track of what I'm saying. Basically what I'm saying is I think it was cool that I got to live in the same house for all my life. When I was growing up, I always wanted to move just because everybody else did. Like they got to live in a different house. But now that I'm older, I'm very thankful that we didn't. We had a dishwasher here. We would always have like a drying rack, like a dish drying rack above, like right here. We would always put paper towel right here. Where's that dish drying rack? Oh, here it is. I scrolled past it. This is where we had our dishes go when they were done in the dishwasher. On most dishwashers, there is a drying setting, and I'm pretty sure mine had that option, but we just never ever dried our dishes in the dishwasher. Sometimes if we didn't have a bunch of dirty dishes right here and we didn't need to load more into the dishwasher to wash, my mom would just let the dishes, like, she would leave the dishwasher open and just let them air dry inside the dishwasher. But if we had dishes here that needed to go into the dishwasher, then she would take the dishes that were wet and put them right here and let them dry. You can also take a rag, a dish rag, and dry them that way. And sometimes we did, but sometimes she just let them air dry. We had a light that went over right here. It was kind of like a long strip light. Well, we had a light like this over here, but for the majority of the time that I was alive, the bulb was broken and they just never replaced it. So usually it was off, like usually it wasn't working. Maybe something like this would make the most sense here. I want to see how the light looked, but I guess I can't really see it. What else? We always had, like, our counters never were this cleared off. We always had stuff, but I don't want to, like, dirty it up with dirty dishes. We had, like, a spice rack here. We also kept spices in this cabinet that wasn't full of plates like you see here. It usually had spices and baking goods in it. Okay, instead of me looking for it, I'm just gonna spice rack. Here it is. I'm just gonna put it here, actually, but actually it would have been up here instead. Oh, we kept our knives right here too. What else did we have? Did we have Yeah, we had cookbooks, but they were kept up here in this thing here. We had a light that went over there, so I'll put a light above. Oh, we also have one of those stove things. You know what I'm talking about? One of, like the stove hood. Hmm. Yeah, like this. And then I'll still put a light here. Our fire alarm was like right here. But it was on the ceiling. We don't have fire alarms that usually go on the wall. We usually have them on the ceiling. Oh, so one thing interesting about my house was before we lived in it, my great-grandfather lived here, so my mom's grandpa, and he was really old, and they had a bunch of, hold on, this needs to go here. They had a bunch of like handrails. Um, they had a bunch of handrails everywhere so that he could like use them as support while he was walking around because he lived here when he was very, very old. Um, I can't even think of like what would be a substitute for that in here. Like a shower, like a sh like a they looked like towel rods but without towels on them. And the one in here was like vertical rather than being horizontal, it's like vertical. But I can't think of like what would be a substitute for that. And so if I can't find anything, I probably won't put anything in here. I'll make sure to go around and put the switches in. Ever since that came into like the game as like a update, I always forget to use them. So here's a towel rack. I don't think we're gonna have like a towel rack that doesn't have towels in it, you know, or it doesn't have a towel on it. But yeah, they were all over the house, especially in the kitchen and the bathroom. What is this? Oh, a little fishing lure display. That's cute. Maybe like this. This would be the most accurate. Think of this, but having like a long handle. Oops. Oh, it's a little bit bigger than that. I guess that's as like close as I'll be able to get. Let me just look to see if there's anything else that I could use. So this is obviously like the stairs. This is where the stairs would have gone. But we did have like coats hanging up right here. So I'll kind of we didn't have like a straw hat, but we had coats that would hang up right there. This is a nice wreath. I haven't ever seen this wreath before. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this. I can't find anything else that would be like remotely similar to that. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm looking through this, my mom did have like pictures hanging here. I just saw something that was kind of similar to what she had. Like family portraits. Something like this. So imagine this, but with like wine glasses hanging down. We have something hanging like that. Oh, my boyfriend's awake. I just heard his phone. What is this? Oh, it's a stock thing. Interesting. Okay. And then she also had something like this hanging right here. Like a little decorative plate holder thing. Something similar to that. I don't think it was actually like a plate holder. Can't really remember what it was. Okay, I think with that, I'm going to say that the kitchen is done. Because again, I don't want to clutter it up too much. You know what? Actually, if I find some mail, not a mailbox, bills. That's not what I need. I clicked on it and then I read what it is. There's like a pile of mail here. Letters by the pile. This was where all of our mail would go. It's right here. Alright, moving on to the dining room. Here it is. We had like a oval shaped wooden table, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find that exactly like this, but not with those legs. But like the top of that was pretty accurate to what it looked like. I think I'm gonna have to go with a square table. Well, this is like ovalish, kind of. I wish it was all one color. Like, I wish it wasn't two different colors. Do 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 do. Let's use this one. Well, I don't like the lines of the wood. Okay, I'll just use this one then. Does it have an option where it's all the same color? Kind of this one, I guess. So just imagine the top is like an oval shape rather than this rectangle. The chair. The chair kind of matched this. Like, I think they were a set, you know? But again, I don't think I'm gonna have that option. Yeah, no, I'm not really digging any of these chairs. Maybe this one if it has a similar brown, which I don't think it will. See, we never had like cushions on our chairs. Like the seat cushions, we didn't have that. It was just straight up wood chairs. I'm tempted to use this chair. I know it's base game and it kind of doesn't look good. Oh wait, this one? Is there like a nice... Ooh, this one is very accurate to the chairs they had. That is such a tight squeeze here. I don't even know if you'd be able to get around this. And to be honest with you, we had a hard time getting around it. If people were sitting here, you weren't able to like walk behind. It was kind of a nightmare. And we had a rug. We had like a blue rug similar to this. Oh, and we also had dogs. Like the entire time I was growing up, we had dogs. And we had like a little mat over here. Okay, if I like move it any certain way, it disappears into the platform, so that's lovely. Can I put it here? No, I can't. Whatever. And then I need the dog bowls. Growing up, I had like 3 dogs, I think. The first dog I had was, her name was Jasmine, and she was a golden retriever. She was the best dog ever. And then when Jasmine got a little bit older, I think when Jasmine was about like 8 or 9, we got a puppy. He was a Lhasa Apso mixed with a Russell Terrier, I think, and we named him Jack. Actually, his full name was Captain Jack Jonathan Sparrow, because my sister was obsessed with Pirates of the Caribbean. And so originally his name was Captain Jack Sparrow, and we just called him Jack. But then I was like, well, Jack Sparrow, he needs a middle name. Like Captain isn't his first name. That's uh his rank. So I was like, we need to give him like a middle name. So I named him Jack Jonathan Sparrow. Captain Jack Jonathan Sparrow. Don't forget about the captain. He earned that. We had an ugly wallpaper in here. I can't believe it took me this long to remember the ugly wallpaper. It's kind of similar to this one. Yeah, that's the ugly wallpaper that I know and love. It feels too big in here. It really does. Oh, I don't really know how to fix that. This would have been wood. This was just like a big wood slab next to the oven. Oops. We had shoes, like a shoe rack over here. My mom would get so annoyed because she would want us to put our shoes in the shoe rack and then we wouldn't. We would literally just put our shoes um like next to the shoe rack or in front of the shoe rack. Oops. So our shoe rack was like right there. Um I don't remember if the wallpaper was in here. I don't think it was. I think it was just plain white paper. I need a light these lights? I need... I don't know, it's just like a normal circular light like this. And then the only other thing I'm going to put in here is the trash can. This is where we kept our trash can. It was actually blue. I remember, for whatever reason, it was a blue trash can. We kept it right there, and then we had shelves above here. Do I have a shelf in here? I have these shelves. I don't know if I want to clutter up the shelves, but we had shelves in here, so I just want to put them in here. And on those shelves, we kept the bags and the trash bags and stuff. Did we ever have anything right here? And you know what? Actually, I'm going to move this into here, 'cause this is more accurate to put in here. She had shelves and pictures in here, and like just imagine these canisters here were actually like different colored glasses. Like think of the bottles from the Wedding Stories pack that have like messages in them. They were like colored, different colored glass bottles. So instead of those, like these canisters of food or whatever, that's what she would have had. What else did we do in here? She ran a home daycare, actually. So maybe I should put like a toy box. We had toy boxes in here. I don't know where I'm gonna put the toy box. There's like no room. Maybe I'll move this chair over. We'll put the toy box right here. But yeah, she ran an at-home daycare. Our house was always messy because there was just so many kids constantly in our house. Hopefully people are still able to get through. Yeah, I think people are still able to get through here. Not that I think that I'll ever really play with this house. Um, I was saying before, when I was growing up and playing The Sims, I used to build my childhood home and then make my family and then play as my family. But yeah. Oh, and instead of having a dollhouse out here, I put a dollhouse out here because I used to have like a playhouse out here. Now that I'm looking at this, I could put the tent instead. Because that's kind of similar to a playhouse, right? So let's put a playhouse there. So the reason why I had the toy box and what made me think of, oh yeah, we had a daycare, was I could put a height chair in here. Because we had like a little height chair right here that she would use to feed the babies. The high chair was actually like white and blue. Like the seat cushion was blue and the tray and everything else was white. But I don't think I have that option, so I'm just gonna put a all white high chair in here. Actually, this might be what I'm looking for. That's kind of blue. It wasn't wooden like this. It was for sure plastic, but that's fine. Oh, and you know what? Now that I'm looking at this, sorry, I'm just remembering stuff now. We had a hall closet. That's what I'm forgetting. This hall closet is where we kept like our towels, extra shampoo and soap and stuff. Right here is where we had the thermostat. right here would have been like the ending part of where the staircase was going underneath, and there was like a cabinet that you could open, but I'm not gonna put that here because we already have like the stuff going on in here. I'm gonna put this flooring here. It looks so weird to have it just be gray. I wish we could do like the half walls, because if I could make this just like half a tile forward, it would look better. You know, I don't think the wallpaper extended over to here. I think it was just plain white. Just kind of looking around, seeing if I missed anything else in the kitchen, dining room area. This is really taking me back. The more that I add to this house, I'm like, oh my god, this is my house. I lived here for 20 years, and you know, obviously it's The Sims. It's not gonna be like 100% accurate, but it's pretty accurate to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I can imagine waking up and going in here in the morning and getting my breakfast and getting ready for school. I miss it. Sometimes I just miss childhood like that. It's very nostalgic. Well, I think on that note, I finished what I set out to do, um, which was do the kitchen and dining room. So on that note, I'm going to say happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone has a great time with their family, friends, whatever you choose to do on Thanksgiving. If you don't choose to celebrate Thanksgiving, or if you're from a different country and Thanksgiving isn't a thing to you, then that's fine. But I'm going to be, yeah, I'm going to be seeing my family. We're going to be going over to my parents' new house. They live out in the middle of nowhere now in a really nice newly built house. I think the house was built in like 2019 or 2018. And yeah, we're gonna have Thanksgiving dinner. I just have to make green bean casserole. That's what I'm bringing to Thanksgiving tonight. I don't remember what everybody else is bringing. I think my brother-in-law and my sister are making stuffing and mashed potatoes, I think, or cheesy potatoes. I can't really remember. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. And if you do celebrate Thanksgiving, hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.